An overnight fire at a downtown Lexington garage causes some major problems. We'll give you an update from the scene of this situation. And also we have a lot more news on the way and weather. Looking at a situation here, we're talking about weather awareness and all the dangers that severe weather can bring. In particular, it looks like you're looking at some damage from a tornado. We are entering into the severe weather season.
Third year anniversary of the 2012 outbreak in Kentucky, and we'll be talking about that this morning.
And we're looking outside and seeing some of that rain down toward the southeast. It'll move on out, a dry period for your Monday, but it really starts to crank up as we head throughout the next several hours. I'll show you that forecast coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome to WKYT This Morning as we get you rolling here on this Monday and hope you had a good weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's first head over to meteorologist Micah Harris with a look at the weather.
And we have a little rain down toward the southeast. Some of this may be mixing in as a bit of a freezing rain potential, but really it's mostly just rain as those temperatures are above freezing at this moment for the most part. Now, once this moves on out, then we're talking about a dry day ahead. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be dry. Get that on out of the way, and we'll see those temperatures pretty much hover where they are. I would say we'll jump to maybe the mid-30s there in the bluegrass, down toward the south upper 30s. So today's forecast is going to be a cool one, but at least it's above freezing, and that's what we need. We have a lot of rain to talk about, a big-time temperature swing, and also some snow, too, coming up in your forecast.
Okay, we'll see you in just a bit. We thank you. And 3 years ago today, one of the most violent and deadly storms in state history was raking across the bluegrass.
On March 2nd, 2012, tornadoes ripped apart businesses and homes in several counties across Kentucky. 24 people died as a result. The calls for help were chilling and the destruction unimaginable. Nearly 3 years later, people are still remembering that somber anniversary. And with those storms in the front of everyone's minds, the state is hoping folks will stay safe and weather aware. Yesterday marked the beginning of Severe Weather Awareness Month in Kentucky. Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear is encouraging families to update and practice emergency tornado plans. Meteorologists say even though the peak of tornado season isn't until May, it's important to start practicing emergency plans right now.
It snowed just a few days later. We had up to a half a foot of snow on top of tornado damage. So it can happen just about any time. So don't let the snow fool you. We're well into severe weather season as we get into the month of March.
A statewide tornado safety drill is scheduled for tomorrow morning at 10. And do not forget, you can always track severe weather when you're away from your TV. On WKYT.com, you can take control of an interactive First Alert Defender and zoom into your neighborhood. You can also download the WKYT First Alert Defender radar app for your iPad or your smartphone. Just search for WKYT in your app store. And be sure to help us track the snowfall totals across Kentucky this winter. Send us your photos and hashtag and videos using the hashtag, WKYT Rolls Winter.
It's 4:33 on WKYT This Morning, and new this morning, an electrical fire at a Lexington parking garage knocked out power to the garage overnight. Around 11:30 last night, fire crews were called out to an electrical fire in the Helix parking garage. And when they got there, they found smoke pouring from the garage and a small fire around some electrical equipment. They turned the power off to prevent any other problems. Fire crews say there was little damage to the garage, but smoke did cause a problem for a while. They told us they're not sure how long power will be out for the garage. 2 people will have to find a new place to live after a fire destroyed their home in Boyle County. Danville firefighters say a fire destroyed a brother and sister's home on Perkins Avenue Sunday night. They say one person was rushed to the hospital with some burns, but is expected to be okay. We're told the fire started in the living room of the house. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Deputies in Laurel County are trying to track down the person responsible for ramming into a fire station. They say someone hit the Lilly fire station north of Corbin. WKYT's Jordan Valines shows us just how much damage was done to that building.
It's a selfless job working as a volunteer firefighter, dedicating time and energy to help the community and not expecting anything in return. And especially not expecting
kind of a shock.
Someone to harm their property.
From the video footage, I mean, the vehicle was doing donuts in the parking lot, just driving reckless.
The reckless driving,
quite a bit of damage to the facility,
resulting in this.
The vehicle plowed into the big bay door area that they raise to get the fire trucks out.
The Lilly Fire Department operates on donations and is now facing a financial setback because of this.
When they struck the door, it created about $1,400 worth of damage.
Although most of the snow and ice has melted off the parking lot, deputies say that on Friday night, this parking lot was still icy, meaning that the car may have accidentally slid into the building. But either way, leaving the scene of an accident is still a crime.
Deputies are now asking folks to keep an eye out for a dark green or black Ford Taurus.
Somebody in that area probably knows this vehicle, and you know, this is their fire department down there, so I'm sure that they want to find who did it just as much as we did.
And with your help, they hope to catch the person whose selfish actions hurt a selfless group of volunteers. In Laurel County, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Thanks, Jordan. Deputies want to talk to anyone who was near the Lilly Fire Department at the time of this incident. Well, new this morning, a man is behind bars after being accused of a violent home invasion that happened last month. Lexington police arrested 22-year-old Willard Frodelius III Friday afternoon. They say he was involved in a violent home invasion in January at a home on Old Paris Road. According to an arrest citation, Frodelius helped tie up people inside the home and stole from them, all while threatening to shoot and kill them. He faces charges of burglary, robbery, and unlawful imprisonment.
Lexington police investigating 2 shootings over the weekend, one of them at a crowded restaurant. Just after 10 o'clock Saturday night, police say someone shot a man in both of his legs in a parking lot off Alexandria Drive. A truck and car were going through the intersection at Versailles Road at Alexandria when one of the cars apparently got too close to the other. Police say both drivers turned into a parking lot, exchanged words, and then one started shooting at the other. The victim went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And then on Sunday, police were called out to another shooting. They say 2 people started fighting at the Cookout on South Broadway around 3 a.m. Officers escorted the 2 out of the restaurant, and that's when the men apparently started firing shots at each other.
Absolutely. You have a large crowd, multiple gunshots fired in 2 directions. So we're very thankful that no one was injured by that, and very fortunate. So, what we're asking now is if anybody knows any information.
Again, nobody hurt, but bullets did hit 3 cars.
Water issues are still plaguing parts of Kentucky, but things are improving. Estill County lifted its critical water shortage last night. However, a boil water advisory is still in effect for all customers there. City leaders are asking folks to boil water for 3 minutes before using. The water distribution center is still open. It will be open from 9 a.m. until 5 o'clock tonight. Some folks in Floyd County are finally getting a little relief as well. Water's back up and running to many parts of the county after more than a week and a half. The current number without water in Floyd County at 200. That number, crews think water would have been back on sometime last night.
A controversial bill that passed the state Senate could come up for a vote in the state House today. The bill, Senate Bill 76, would force transgender students to use separate bathrooms or the bathroom of their biological gender in Kentucky schools. It passed the Republican-led Senate Friday. It now moves to the Democratic-led House, where leaders say it could face opposition. House Speaker Greg Stumbo told reporters the chamber has little interest in taking up the bill. A straw poll at this weekend's CPAC conference could mean big things for Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. Paul pulled out his 3rd CPAC straw poll win at the conference. Pollsters announced Saturday that he won 26% of the votes in the annual survey. It's his 3rd win in 3 years. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker came in 2nd, and Senator Ted Cruz came in 3rd. Pollsters said more than 3,000 attendees voted. About half were between the ages 18 and 25.
A former Jefferson County teacher accused of sexually abusing a teenager now knows how long she'll spend behind bars. 26-year-old Jessica Boyers accepted a plea agreement to serve 10 years in prison. She's charged with rape, sodomy, and sexual abuse. Officers arrested her in April 2013 after they found her in a car with a teen in a Louisville park. She later resigned from her job at Highland Middle School. She'll be eligible for parole in 2 years. A Hardin County teacher could face some punishment today after she was kicked out of a school basketball game. Leslie McMurray, a social studies teacher at John Hardin High School, faces disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and criminal trespassing charges. Police say she got aggressive and started using foul language at a basketball game after she refused to leave. School leaders say it's too early to know what disciplinary actions they will take against her.